Well, it's another cold morning here in Kansas. I think it's about 11, 12 degrees. That's what my truck showed, but it's absolutely still. I mean, there's no wind, no nothing, so it's really not too bad. But I guess I can't get too cocky because I've only been in the stand for 45 minutes or whatever, so it just feels like one of those mornings when the deer ought to be running all over the place. But I was not in the same place I did yesterday morning. I'm just sitting in the cameraman stand because all these deer yesterday come off the hayfield to the food plot. So I can still shoot the food plot out of the stand, but I can also shoot the hayfield out of the stand, which I cannot in the shooter stand. So I'll switch stands this morning and we'll see if it pays off. Well, there's a buck over on the other side of this ditch. I'm thinking it's that one goofy raptor broke up deer I saw yesterday because he's limping pretty hard. It looks like. truck about, I guess about 11:30 maybe. That's kind of when the movement finally shut off. And I figured I'd just come right back in here. And I'm not much of a caller, but I'm going to do some rattling today. We're just not getting pictures. Just not seeing anything. So, I'm trying some things that I don't normally try. I normally don't hunt basically all day long. It seems like I've always got stuff I need to go do. But I'm off work all week, so I'm spending as much time in the trees as I can. But if I don't kill something tonight, tomorrow I think I'm going to spend the day hanging a few new sets based off what I've seen these last few days. Yes. Oh, baby. Oh, that's a heck of a good 8-pointer. Oh, man. I mean, just blood just a pumping, baby. Yes. Oh, man. I mean, my hands are tingling. I can't even explain it. Oh my gosh. I just had a feeling that today was going to be good. It just feels so right. And I've been in the tree for all but about an hour today. I climbed down at noon, went back to the truck for about 30 minutes, talked to Garrett, warmed up, and come right back and got in the stand. Oh man. I mean, I've had deer on me all day long. And then this little buck was out in front of me, or well, doe or fawn was out in front of me. And just after the mother deer walked off, that deer left. And then I saw a doe coming down the road, and I looked behind her, and I seen a buck, and I was just like, this is surely got to be a shooter. I've seen so many bucks. I'm due to see a shooter. And it was. And I mean, he come right out here. She actually hung back a little bit. And he walked out 20 yards in front of me. Actually, it's probably less because I put my 20-yard pin and hit just a touch high. But 20 yards in front of me, or less, and just posed. I mean, he stood there and he was giving me a little bit of a 1/4 and 2, and I was just patient. I didn't want to rush it. He was relaxed. She was relaxed. He finally got broadside, put that front leg forward, and I put it right in there. Oh man. This has been such a hard season. That's the first shooter I've seen all year. But I've just been thinking that I cannot wait to kill my buck so I can start filming. Mason will be back next week. And so I'm going to spend some time getting things ready for him. Oh, God is good. I'd get in trouble if she wasn't number one. Hey, what's going on?
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. I'm just going to be heading home pretty soon, I guess.
Why?
Because I don't have a tag in Kansas anymore.
What happened?
I filled my tag.
You shot a buck?
Yep.
Did you really?
Yep. I watched him go down. So. Yep. Yep. Well, I'm gonna call Garrett and see if he wants to come help me get him, and then I'll.
Is it one that you had on camera or a completely different one?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't know. I'll have to look and see if I got pictures of him. Actually, I think I do. He's just a pretty nice 8-pointer. He's got a little flyer off a G2. So I got out of the tree and I'm down here where I shot him, and just immediately there's blood all over the place. I can't even believe that he made it as far as he did. But all right, let's go find this rascal. I love it when you watch him drop and you got a blood trail like this. All right, so I cross the fence and I'm over here in the ditch, and just right in front of me, just a little ways, I can see some antlers. Let's go take a look at this guy. This is an awesome deer, man. I love big old 8-pointers. Oh man, he's nice. Take a look at him. Man, what a big bodied deer. What a big old bodied deer too. This is awesome. Well, what a tough season this has been. This has been, you know, the hardest season I can ever remember. You know, I thought last year was pretty tough, but by this time last year, you know, I'd already killed a buck and I'd had encounters with a few good ones. And this year, I mean, coming into November, I hadn't even literally seen a deer with a rack on its head besides that one couple times hunting with Cody. And I didn't have any bucks on camera that I was after. I mean, I literally didn't have a target buck. I didn't have nothing. I was just hunting and hoping that something would show up. And you know, it's just that special time of year. We finally had a few bucks starting to show up here in November. And you know, I sat all day long yesterday, and I think that we had some pictures on the brownings of this deer, but he had been a morning deer. And so, you know, after sitting all morning yesterday, I didn't think that my odds in the afternoon of actually seeing a shooter would be very good. I knew that I was going to see some deer, but you know, after seeing deer all day long, probably 20 or so does and 6 or 7 little bucks, I looked to the south and I saw a doe coming up the road. And you know, I talked to Cody when I climbed down for about 30 minutes at lunch to warm up, and we were just wondering where the heck all the bucks were, and we just kind of figured they had to be locked down. So when I saw this doe coming up the road with a buck behind her, I knew it had to be a decent one. And sure enough, it was this deer, and he come in. She actually hung back a little bit. She didn't walk out to my shooting lane ever, but he kind of come out in front of her, walked out about 18-20 yards, and I just made a great shot. I'd never seen a deer pump out the blood like this deer did, and so I cannot believe that he made it as far as he did. But you know, I still got a couple tags in Missouri, and still got Lindsay and Mason and Cody and Griffin to film, so, and Garrett, so hopefully we can get a few more bucks killed yet this year.
DeerHunterFan.com TV is sponsored by Antler Ice, DHF Archery Range, Muddy Outdoors, Outback Archery, Ridge Runners Guide Service, Scent Blocker, Schreier Outfitters, Sinclairville Seed Company, and Spy Point.
God, it's good.
Yep.